didn't play basketball overseas. His favorite memory is being in the tank on a back night with a loud crowd. That his mom, Christy, stepmom, Ashley, and stepdad, Nick. His other sports and hobbies include play with PlayStation and watching NBA and NFL games. His future plans is to attend for 2 years
I don't hear music. We might have to go here. Stand. We're going.
Oh, okay. Good evening. We're live here at South Lafourche High School for this pregame between the South Lafourche TARPONS and the Lutcher BULLDOGs. Casey Gisclair, Coach Brian Callais. Brian, we have gotten to our final regular season play date of the year, for the TARPONS at least. Now they're going to be trying to take on the Lutcher BULLDOGs and trying to make some things happen here at home, trying to do a good job and earn some power points before the end of the regular season.
Look, very big game. With the TARPONS, they want to solidify their spot in the playoffs. But Lutcher, I think this is a must-win for them.
It is a playoff game.
Yeah, if they don't win this one, they may be on the outside looking in. So they're going to have to come here, deal with a hostile crowd. The student body from South Lafourche is showing up. They got their work cut out for them, but let's see how the TARPONS can start off and keep their emotions intact.
It is senior night here at the Tank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors were honored. Alex Freelander, Rustin Gidry, Carter Bro, Remy and Selmy, Nicholas Coleman, Peyton Hebert. Kind of a unique senior group this year. Usually when you have a big old senior group, you're losing. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're very welcome. Just getting a little love on cue as we're talking about the seniors, going to give we're getting a little shout out from one of the parents there. A little bit of a different senior group, Brian. Usually when you have a 6-person senior group, you're losing, 3, 4, 5 starters. This year, only one is a starter. But Coach Pokey would be the first one to tell you, a lot of those guys that don't play a whole lot are some of the locker room leaders that are keeping this thing together. This has been a group, and it's been a very fun group to watch throughout the course.
Yeah, absolutely. They're losing a big senior class, but with leadership, how to be a teammate and to be a true Tarpon, because look, these guys came in, their playing time was limited. Carter Brooks got his chance, he produced. And he's like one of the first guys now coming off the bench. But these seniors, they did it the right way, and hopefully the younger kids can look up to these seniors and see how it's done for the future years.
No doubt about that. The Lutcher BULLDOGs, a little bit unpredictable. Some good results, some bad results. Coach Alton Joseph leading that program. He gave us a roster. Hey, they got some size, 6'3", 6'4", a lot of guys. Not a whole lot of experience, only a couple of seniors. Why are they so inexperienced? I'm not inexperienced. Why are they so inconsistent this year, Brian?
That's the million-dollar question for them, but you would have to think maybe it's like matchups. But look, you're looking at Lutcher. They look very athletic. They got enough size. It's maybe injuries or who knows. But there's something that was missing, because you see one guy in a walking boots that I could be a cause of some of it.
The one thing that we don't see with Lutcher that is maybe a little surprising, excuse me, and again, I got to apologize up front like I did at the beginning of play-by-play. Fighting the cold, you're going to hear me coughing a little bit tonight, hopefully not as bad as it may be. But we don't have a whole lot of the football guys, like the running back Cheney and the quarterback, what's the head coach's name? Jenkins. Like, we don't have a lot of those football guys that we call out. So it's kind of, it is a very athletic group, but it's not the same athletes that are like winning state championships in other sports.
And look, you just look, they passed the eye test, when you're looking at them. But, yeah, I'm not sure what happened with their scheduling, but it's a must-win for them. And I don't know if I'm sure they realize it, but, let's see if they play with a sense of urgency that it's important for Lutcher. If you fall behind early tonight, you can be in trouble.
Yeah, they got to get off to a strong start, no doubt about that. I think that'll be a big point of emphasis for Coach Joseph and his team. We got a couple of scoreboard updates already from around the area. Let's see, we have Central Catholic of Morgan City. Let's see. Central Catholic of Morgan City fell to CCA today, so it looks like CCA is going to win that district championship. I was reading through the text message. I didn't see exactly what was said there. And we have Vanderbilt leading Eagle-White 17-6 right now over in Houma. So we do have a couple of scoreboard results, and we will be following those throughout the broadcast here. But Brian, for South Lafourche, if they win tonight, well, even if they lose tonight, they'll be at home next Friday in the opening round. But you are playing for pivotal seeding and opportunities to better yourself going into that opening round.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Polk and Coach Lee before the game, and Coach Dickerson, and they were like saying, man, I hope, if things don't go their way and they lose this game here, that it will not. Now,
don't know that I agree with you there.
Yeah,
but
Coach Polky got a little relieved. He said, well, I trust you. Well, I was kind of stretching the truth just to calm him down maybe a little because, they're going to have to win here. But they're definitely in the top 16 and home game next Friday.
I know that, Go Preps would never do this. But how funny would it be if just as a practical joke for just an hour or two, they just screwed up all of the numbers and messed with everybody's heads? Because there are hundreds and hundreds of coaches around the state tonight who are on the side hitting refresh over and over again. How funny would it be if, let's say 11 o'clock tonight, they just intentionally screwed up the spreadsheet for a little while?
They would need tons of security because they have a lot of people after them,
including maybe a couple of media members.
That would not be a fun joke.
Let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors for allowing us to be here today. Our pregame injury report and injury timeouts are brought to you by Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. August Otan is still out with the ankle injury. He told me a couple nights ago that he is getting better, but he does think he's out for the season with the ankle injury. Our tip-off tonight will be brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. In just a second, our home team starting lineup will be brought to you by Lady of the Sea. Compassionate medicine close to home. I want to thank Lady of the Sea. They've taken good care of me this week. 3-point shots by the Tarpons are Blue Boot Bombs, brought to you by the Blue Boot Foundation. And when it's all said and done, we got our Gin Gators Power Player of the Game. Let's take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we're getting closer and closer to the opening tip brought to you by State Bank. It's our final regular season game of the season. We got Tarpons and we got Bulldogs here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. South Lafourche High School. Casey Gisclair, Coach Brian Callais. We got about 5 minutes until our opening tip between the South Lafourche Tarpons and the Lutcher Bulldogs. The Tarpons are warming up right now, getting some free throws up. Final regular season game of the season. We mentioned the stakes for the Tarpons. It's about seeding. They're going to be a postseason team. For Lutcher, it's about survival. You're playing to try to get into the postseason today. If you were Coach Alton Joseph, and I know your answer to this because, I've been around you long enough, you're 100% telling your kids, like, hey, if we lose today, there's no tomorrow, right? You're addressing that with your guys, right?
Yeah, I think you have to. You got to be honest with them and let them know. Guys, there's no waking up tomorrow morning and saying, oh, man, if we would have won, we would have been in. No, they got to know that now, and they're going to have to play with a sense of urgency where they got to keep this game close. They can't let the Tarpons jump out on them. They got to keep it close into the second half and into the fourth quarter. But most definitely you should tell your kids what's going on.
You have a bigger basketball team than they do, 6'3", 6'4", 6'3", 6'2". How do you use that to your advantage? How do you take advantage of that length advantage and, maybe contest and attack the rim or protect the rim? How do you use that to your advantage today if you're the Bulldogs?
Well, look, we've seen some of this the last couple of games from the Tarpons where they make a cut, they catch the ball, and when they go up to the rim, the weak side comes and they're athletic enough, they're quick enough to guard and come and block some of these shots. So it's going to have to be quick when you get the ball, know what you're doing, go up quick with the basketball.
I want to shout out the South Lafourche Tarpon baseball team. Getting a decisive win against Central Lafourche today. That's a real good result for Coach Guitros. Now they got the luxury of knowing, hey, we just got to win 1 out of 2 tomorrow to take that series. But I know he ain't thinking that way. He's thinking, hey, let's go win both of them and sweep that series.
One game at a time, for sure.
One game at a time, no doubt. The students are here. They are fired up. We got Main Event Dom, who's going upstairs. In the spirit of WWE, where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is in New Orleans tonight, and by the way, he's expected to be taking an hour of SmackDown tonight, so they got big plans for him tonight. I don't know what he's doing.
And I laughed how I wanted to put it to tape, and I forgot.
Oh, it'll all be on YouTube. But in the spirit of that, how did the Tarpons win this Battle Royale today? What are some keys to victory?
Well, first of all, I think they cannot foul the way they did the last time against Patterson. They came out, put Patterson the line way too many times. They cannot foul. Defensive-wise, they can't get into foul trouble. And they're unnecessary fouls, like fouling 70 feet from the basket. There's no reason for that. But I think boxing out and rebounding is the key. And on defense, stop the penetration. The Tarpons struggle with that at times. Stop the penetration, make these guys beat you from the outside.
I'm trying to think of a way to say this that doesn't make me sound like a complete and utter homer, but I'll just go ahead and say it. It felt like to me, hey, there's the man with the plan. Congratulations, buddy.
Man with the plan.
Great win. We were talking about this with South Lafourche after Monday, and then you play Patterson on Tuesday. Brian, do you think there was a situation where, like, South Lafourche maybe just, because I know when I was watching it, I felt this, maybe I'm wrong. I just felt like they didn't have any legs on Tuesday. They looked tired after Monday's game.
It's a good point, because Coach Polke also mentioned that when we were just talking. We felt they were a little tired, which, I mean, they had to be. They gave an effort so much the game before against Ellen and the very next day. That's tough to do. And, yeah, they did have heavy legs. And what was your comment? I missed it. Oh, nothing. A homer?
What was that?
You say you were going to be a homer.
Oh, no. That's all I was going to mean is that the Tarpons struggled Tuesday because they were tired.
Yeah, okay, yes. No, that's not an excuse.
Hey, Brian, here's something that's not an excuse. How we doing, boss?
How's it going?
It was 8-6 Vanderbilt over E.D. White. It's now 32-6 Vanderbilt over E.D. White. That's the Terriers doing what the Terriers do. Let's pause for the national anthem here. Let's rock and roll. We got Tarpons, we got Bulldogs here in the tank. The starting lineups are going to be announced. I could tell you who they are, but we're going to wait for main event Dom to do that. Let's see if he actually announces the last names. Yeah. The last game we just gave the first names. Marcus Gibson is the first starter for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Cade Randall. Number 2, Stefan Kirkland. Number 5, Taj Anderson. And number 13, Jalen Miller. That's the 5 for the Lutcher Bulldogs. And now the tone of the PA guy is going to get a little hotter. The home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea. Kobe Cantrell is the first Tarpon starter. Carter Cantrell, the second one called out. Cohen Cinnamont. Terrence Petrie. Dominic, I hate to steal your thunder, but that's a big, big boy. Number 35, Nicholas Coleman. And down go the students. And shot the victory arrow in a while. Oh, and he's fouled it off tonight. That starting lineup is brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Brian, what do you make of that 22-1 run that the Terriers are on in Homer right now? They held E.D. White to 6 at the half, man. It's insane.
Yeah, that is, because E.D. White's a very good basketball team.
Lutcher is in the road black with the purple and gold trim. The Tarpons in the home whites with the blue and gold, or blue and silver trim. Cohen Santa Monica will be jumping against Stefan Kirkland. Tarpons right to left, Lutcher left to right. As we, like in the NBA, let everybody touch the ball for a little while. Yes, it is a basketball. It's not a pillow. It's not a dodgeball.
Yeah, I don't...
You love that, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's have some fun from the tank for the next hour and a half or so. We're underway with Lutcher controlling the tip. We have a whistle because we have a child that was on the floor, I believe. Young lady was running to concession, made a wide turn, was on the floor. Official stops it for her safety. Now we rock one. Lutcher gets it back in bounds. Students making a little noise. Tarpons in some man-to-man defense. They work it to Anderson. Nice paint touch on the inside for an easy layup. Kirkland.
Yeah, it's wide open on the block for Kirkland.
So not a great defensive start to the game for South Lafourche. Petrie to Coleman. Coleman, the only starting senior in the lineup today, to Santamont. Santamont's had some big games lately. Petrie tries to force it inside. Now they get it to the corner. Cantrell missed it. Rebound goes to Lutcher. Bulldogs in an early lead in possession of the basketball. This team has had some good results, but they have a turnover here. Coleman, 1-on-2 at the rim, has it stripped away. No foul. The Tarpons have a baseline out of bounds opportunity.
Yeah, good job by Coleman on defense. Played that passer lane really well.
Coach Pokey was directing some changes to the man-to-man defense with some assignments. See if they could better match up the Tarpons. They get it to Santamont on the block. Santamont is doubled. Now Cantrell with a three. No, rebound goes to Carter Cantrell. Now Terrence Petrie. Coleman will step into one. No, rebound goes to the Bulldogs. Empty possession. They're looking to push. Randall. They go to the floor. I don't know how that's not a walk. Well, it is a walk. That's my answer.
Yeah, Randall was just a little bit too fast and tripped over his own feet.
So Terrence will come the other way in a 2-0 ball game. Santamont now to Cantrell. Over to Kobe Cantrell. Back to Carter. Cantrell on the left block. Santamont on the right side. Working around the horn. Petrie will attack all the way into the lane. Reversing out to Santamont for a three. That's way strong. Barely grazed anything. Rebound goes to Lutcher. Slow start to the game for the Tarpon offense. Bulldogs get at the top of the key. It's Gibson. Bringing out to Anderson. Anderson being very closely guarded, directing traffic. I work it to the right side, to the right corner. Now back to Randall. That's a long 30. No, not a good possession there for Lutcher. That's a tough shot. And here come the Tarpons. But Petrie loses the handle, and the Bulldogs are off to the races with an easy layup, and it's 4-0. A timeout by Coach Pokey. So the Bulldogs go on the road and get the first 2 buckets of the game, and frankly, Brian, the Tarpon offense has been a bit of a mess in the early stages.
Yeah, look, the Bulldogs came in. They did what they had to do. They took the crowd out of it real quick with 5:38 to still go in this first period. But you got to give Lutcher credit. At first play, they came down. The block was wide open. I don't know if the Tarpons just were out of position or someone had a defensive breakdown. And on the offensive side of the floor, the Tarpons still need to settle down a little bit. It's like when they touch the ball, they're trying to go too fast with it. And just settle down, run the offense. You're going to get good looks.
State Bank and Trust Company is banking you could count on. Member FDIC. Want to thank Thibodeau Regional Health System, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Rev, the official internet service provider for KLEB streaming. The Blue Boot Foundation, driving awareness to childhood drowning. Make a difference. Ashland Barrios State Farm and GIS, putting people first. Excuse me. A 4-0 ball game here in the tank. Lutcher has the only couple field goals so far.
Lutcher's got to be careful. That Tarpons going to run. They can score in bunches.
Oh, yeah. 4 points is nothing for these guys to overcome. Santamont, top of the key. Bursting into Petrie, into Coleman on the block. Coleman will lay it up, and good. The Lafourche will break the ice with a Nicholas Coleman layup from the left block.
Good strong move by Coleman on the block.
Miller walking it down the floor. Being hounded by Kobe Cantrell. Gets it to Anderson. Anderson working on Petrie. Petrie trying to rip the basketball out. And get back to Miller, and they'll throw it away. Cantrell. Tarpons don't have numbers. One-on-one at the rim. Cantrell missed it. Got to convert those. That's an easy one at the rim from the Bulldogs. Randall all the way through. No. Flying in for the rebound. Tip-up. No. But Lutcher will get a third chance at it. Attack from the high post and score. Third chance opportunity creates a bucket, and it's 6-2.
Yeah, you can't have that on Tarpon defense.
Petrie to Cantrell. And the Coleman scored it on the block the last time. Out to Cantrell. Feeds it back to Coleman on the inside. Coleman will shoot it up. Lost it on the way up. And here comes Lutcher. Coleman says he knocked it off of the Bulldogs. The officials disagree.
Almost. We're trying to get the ball to Coleman in the post, but early on the Tarpon post players are putting the ball down too low, letting Lutcher come. Tarpon's going to have 4 guys into the game next semester.
Yeah, it's probably a sign that Coach Polk is not thrilled with the energy, as Cantrell will get a steal, but Lutcher's trying to rip it back. Cantrell's on the floor, gets it to Coleman by himself. Great hustle play by Cantrell, and it's 6-4.
Yeah, good play by Carter Cantrell on defense.
He is not the biggest guy by any stretch, but boy, he gives you every single thing he's got. Kirkland. Get into Anderson. Anderson bodied up by Cantrell. Has it poked away by Cantrell. Now they're fighting on the floor. Tie up. The arrow goes. Oh, they're going to give Lutcher a timeout. Oh, man, I don't know about that.
Well, the coach was screaming for the timeout before, but the officials didn't hear him, and one of their players called it. It was close.
So instead of the tie-up, the timeout will be granted to Lutcher. It is a 30. They will keep the possession. Coach Pokey feels the same way that I do, which is that all day, in my estimation, should have been a tie-up.
Yeah.
But you keep the arrow for a later day.
Well, and you know, officials that have experience, the one away from the other side of the floor, when that was happening, should have glanced over here at the coach and see.
Yeah, kind of take a peek. .327 to go in the opening quarter. Coach Pokey is still not happy with the explanation he's being given. Carter Bro, Dardar, Georges, and Aiden Savoie all checked in. Terrence Petrie, the only Tarpon that's still out there, as Lutcher will miss a three. Terrence will get the rebound. Tarpon's looking to tie or take the lead. Feed it inside to Georges, backs down, lays it up, missed it. Man, this Tarpon's missing layups in the early stages.
But a good job by boy Georges running down the floor and beat everybody down the floor.
He is good at rim runner. He is very, very good getting down that floor. Meathead will steal the pass and get out in transition to Petrie. Loses it. It'll land in Carter Bro's hands. Now Terrence in the corner three. Strong. Rebound to Georges, but he pushed.
Yeah, good call by the official.
Tarpons are getting good shots at the basket. They're just not converting.
They're rushing some of them.
I'm a Lutcher fan or coach. I'm probably a little worried because I don't know how long that's going to last. Terrence would have had a steal out of bounds, but it hit the official.
Golly.
And now we got a step back three from the Bulldogs. No good. Rebound goes over the back.
They better start calling this game.
He's getting a little frisky early, isn't it? A frustration shot from Anderson. Anderson thought he was being fouled by Terrence. Tarpons down two. Petrie all the way through, lays it up, and I don't know about that. He got called for a walk. As they'll say, that big hop step was a travel. It was a big hop step. Miller to the right corner. That's Kirkland. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Bulldogs.
The Tarpon defense is causing Lutcher into some bad passes.
Yeah, Tarpon defense is far from the issue right now. They've got to start scoring. They got him bottled up pretty good. They just forced a turnover. Meathead got him beat down the floor, and he lays it up and in. It's tied 6 apiece. Here come the Bulldogs, Miller. And we have an offensive foul called on Randall. Push in the back of Aiden Savoie. We're early. I think we got a crazy night coming up.
I believe so.
Petrie, dribble handoff to Savoie. Tries to feed it inside, stolen away. Here come the Bulldogs. Anderson throws it up, no. Rebound goes to Savoie. Tarpon's looking to push. Petrie all the way down the floor. Dardar again, lays it up and good. Second time Meathead beats him down the floor, and it's 8-6. Tarpons have their first lead.
Yeah, good job by Dardar.
Lutcher trying to take it back with a three, no. Flying in for the rebound and the second chance, but losing it on the way up. It's Jackson, and it'll go to South Lafourche. And Brian, now it's starting to feel like Lutcher got to slow down a little.
Yeah, it looked like their coach wanted to call a timeout that last, but Coach Joseph decided not to call it to let the first period run out.
Yeah, he's already called one. Petrie on the right side to Bro on the wing. Tarpons working around the horn inside to Georges. That's way too deep. And that's an easy paint touch. It's 10-6.
Keep the Tarpons patient like that on offense. They're going to get the good looks.
Lutcher with 53 seconds to go in the quarter, and South Lafourche on an 8-0 run. Gibson, step back mid-range, good contest by Georges, but a second chance putback is up and good by Kirkland. Tarpons didn't block out. And then a steal on the long entry pass, or long outlet pass. Lutcher in transition, and just like that, they've tied it. 2 quick field goals make it 10 apiece. Tarpons have possession and the arrow with 20 seconds to go. Terrence feeds it to Georges, down low, lays it up and good.
Good pass with Terrence Petrie right here. Excellent.
10 seconds to go. Tarpons have fouls to give. Miller working on Bro.
You're not aware of the clock.
Step back, and that is a brick. So the Tarpons will carry a 12-10 lead into the second quarter. We'll be back in 1 minute. It is the regular season finale here from the tank. We'll be right back on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Welcome back here to South Lafourche High School. The score is 12-10 in favor of the Tarpons over Lutcher. Casey Gisclair here with Coach Brian Callais. Happy that you all are with us here on this regular season finale. Coleman will inbound. He'll get it to Terrence Petrie.
See the Tarpons coming to set play here. You would expect it would.
So they usually do, right? Dardar had a big first quarter. The Coleman, top of the key, dribble handoff to Petrie. Inside to Georges, lays it up and good. Tarpons are eating him alive on the inside right now.
Good execution. Georges using that big frame he has right there to get good post position.
14-10 now the score. Bulldogs get it to Kirkland. Now Gibson working on Petrie. Gibson has a big body walk. Yeah, he did. Easy call there. The Lutcher coaching staff, Coach Joseph didn't think it was a walk. I thought it was a no-doubt walk.
Yeah, it did look like one.
Four-point game, Petrie. Gets it to Carter Bro in the right wing. Bro to Georges, who's made a couple of easy ones. They feed it to the paint. Coleman this time. Coleman backs down and one. Well, South Lafourche is going into the inside. Even though Lutcher has the size advantage, the Tarpons are beating them in the paint right now, and they have a 6-point lead.
Good ball movement. They're catching Lutcher out of position. They're doing a great job of stretching the half court into the short corner and on the low block. Lutcher's going to have to start maybe double teaming the ball on the block, and that's going to open up the kick out for the threes.
Yep. That is most certainly the concern there. Coleman shoots it up. He missed it. Rebound goes to the Dogs. 6-point game. Lutcher coming down the floor. Miller. 6:50 to go in the opening half. Happy you're with us. Coleman playing some real nice defense. And a better offensive possession by Gibson, who scores it through the nice defense.
Yeah, Coach wants some fouls called right there.
Roberts get to the left corner. Now Cantrell feeding it to Santamont. Out to Carter Cantrell for a three. Missed it. Offensive rebound to Coleman. Petrie resets. Out to Cantrell's, threw it away. Tarpons have some turnovers starting to pile up a little bit here as Lutcher will feed it into the paint for an easy layup. Gibson.
Tarpons just can't turn the ball over.
Game of runs so far. Tarpons scored 3-4 in a row. Lutcher scores 3-4 in a row. Cantrell. Santamont, now Coleman bodied up. Saves it. Lutcher will deflect it out of bounds. Good hustle that time by 13, Jalen Miller. Coleman to Petrie, wide open. Missed that one. Lutcher caught a break. Cantrell trying to tie up the rebound, but he can't.
Tarpons got away with a legal screen on the block.
Bulldogs get to the high post area now, out to Jackson for the lead. Missed it. Rebound goes to Petrie.
Let him shoot it from out.
Long pass to Carter Cantrell. Santamont on the block. A flop attempt, and we have a block. Oh, that's going to be a flop warning. We don't see that often. Oh, you don't. A flop warning called on the Lutcher Bulldogs. To the officials' credit, it was a flop.
We're going to get the ball back to Coleman here on the inbound.
Coach Callais thinks Coleman's getting it back. Santamont. This is cutting Cantrell. Cantrell feeds it to Coleman. Backs down. Got it. So Coleman continues to score. He's got 6, and it's 18-14. Good ball game so far. Lutcher working it to the right side of the floor. Kobe Cantrell all over the ball handler. It was Jackson who pitches it to Anderson. Anderson, they even got a little shove. Got it back, and then on the inside, layup. That's 13 Miller. Tarpons quickly the other way. Santamont at the rim, lays it up in. Lutcher just didn't run back.
Yeah, you got to run back to the rim if you Lutcher.
The Tarpons take the easy 2 there. Miller picks up his dribble to Anderson.
Going to a zone.
Excuse me. 4:16 to go in the opening half. Tarpons by 4. Teams have been trading blows. Into the corner against that zone. It's a tough shot. No, rebound goes to Coleman, and the Tarpons will look to push. Coleman to Kobe Cantrell. They're cutting Santamont at the rim. Lays it up and good. Everything in the paint for South Lafourche right now. And a timeout by Lutcher. Tarpons are fired up. They've got a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Tarpons go to that zone and force Lutcher. Like they had good penetration. That was an off-balance shot. That's exactly what you want if you were Tarpon defender right there. And just pack that zone and force them to beat you from the outside, because early on they haven't shown that they can shoot the basketball.
I want to thank South Lafourche Bank, your true hometown bank since 1967. Joe Septic, one call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. The Gin Gators, give Travis Terrebonne and his team a call. Coach Butch told me that they allowed 1 hit today, again, in a win against Terrebonne. I mean, come on, Butch, like you're giving up hits, man. Like, what's going on? Terrio Dewey and Terrio, we make insurance easy since 1957. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson, Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine, close to home. What do you think for Lutcher out of this timeout is? The second time out of the half so far for Coach Joseph. What do you think he's looking for here?
I think for Lutcher to have success, they're going to have to get shots early in their offense. The Tarpons put pressure on them, and the more Lutcher runs offense, the better chance they're going to have to turn it over. And I think Lutcher right here is going to try and bang it inside against the Tarpons.
Give them a dose of their own medicine?
Yeah. They got quickness and they're strong. Get it on the inside.
Whew. Terrence nearly stole the pass to Miller. Lutcher will get it to the right side. If we're Tarpons stay in that zone. Feed it to the inside. Good call, Brian, but they didn't convert. Petrie. Getting it to Cantrell on the left side. Cantrell tries to force it inside the Santamont, threw it at his feet. He could have executed the bounce pass. It would have been a layup, but didn't convert. Now the Bulldogs with another possession. 3:15 to go in the quarter. Cantrell is all over Miller, wearing him like a blanket. He'll work it to the right side for a tough 3. No. Oh, he got it. Good touch. I don't know if that was a 2 or a 3.
They counted a 3.
They're 22-19. They're putting 2 on the board. A quick steal for Lutcher. In transition, Gibson at the rim, blocked by Santamont just enough to cause him to miss it.
I don't know if the Lutcher coaching staff realizes they gave him a 2.
I didn't see an official with the hands.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. Terrence all the way. That's terrible defense there. Terrence just slices him up, gets all the way to the lane. That's his first 2. 24-18. Miller. On the right side. Get it to the baseline. They're trying to get a post touch on Terrence Petrie's man. Got to go to the high post for a tough shot from Miller.
Yeah, good defense there from the Tarpons.
2 minutes to go. Cantrell to Santamont, working it back to Petrie. Just scored one at the rim. This time he will be fouled. Tarpons probably would have liked to decline the foul, but as Coleman was about to get a wide open layup. As a coach, well, you hate when that happens, right?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they're giving him 2 shots, so it's not the worst thing that can
I
happen.
think he caught a break right there.
Yeah, he was certainly passing the ball, I think, to Nick Coleman. Big T scores it. I would love to know, and maybe Coach Polk, he has a tally, maybe he doesn't. It's no big deal either way, Coach, if you're watching this back. I'd love to know how many career points Terrence has. I know that it's probably not in that 1,000 range, but it is probably getting around that 1,000 range. We got a 6-point game. He makes them both at the line. Anderson attacks, missed it, got it back, shoots it up. No, rebound goes to Bo Georges. To the Petrie. Terrence charging down the floor. Feeds it inside to Meathead, who missed the layup. Point blank miss. And then a foul to boot. Boy, those are the ones that drive you nuts as a coach. Wide open layup, you got to convert it, and then you commit a cheap foul.
They called that on Savoy.
Yeah, even still yet.
Yeah, he makes it, don't pick the foul up.
Yeah. Here come the Bulldogs in transition. No. Rebound goes to Randall. Or excuse me, the Tarpons off of Randall's miss, rather. Bro. The Dardar. Make up for it. Meathead with a little teardrop. Atta boy. There's the 2 we were looking for a second ago, and it's 28-20. 1:08 to go. The Tarpons have, I believe, their largest lead of the night. Savoy guarding the ball. All the way through and one. Good drive there from Randall, attacking into the body of Savoy. Wasn't terrible defense from Aiden, but a real nice offensive play.
But if they call a foul early, you don't get the shot off.
Yeah.
For the and one.
And the contact was never any more or less, as he was riding him the whole way. 1 minute to go, 5-point game. Petrie. Dardar has had a nice first half to Savoy. Savoy to Georges, outside the 3-point line, drives and will draw the foul. Good job, Bo Georges there showing his handles.
He's calling it on the floor. Look for Dardar rolling back.
Get it into Georges, lays it up, no. Rebound goes to Lutcher. 37 seconds to go in a 5-point game. Dardar will, did he touch it? I don't think he did. No, he did not. Got to go to the Tarpons. Dardar nearly stole it on the run out, but then he ended up not touching the ball, letting it go out of bounds. Good heads up play from Meathead.
Yeah, and a good double team at midcourt for the Tarpons.
27 seconds to go in the half. Savoy to Bro. And Georges on the block. Now pushed outside of the block. Into the left side. Petrie attacks and is shoved out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds. Georges on the inbound. Boy, laying it up and good. Tarpons just keep tearing him up on the inside. 7-point game as Lutcher led the clock. It's down to 3. It's going to have to be a tough shot at the horn. No. Good contest by Savoy on the shot from Randall. And Randall having a few words with the official. It doesn't seem to be too escalated. So at the half, it's South Lafourche 30, Lutcher 23. Let's take a 3-minute break. When we get back, we'll have our halftime report here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Neither one of them going to make a shot. We might have our winner in line over there. Pregame can make them. Welcome back here to South Lafourche High School. Here, watching some students get up some three-point shots. Brian, I will say this. You know how we often say when BJ comes on play-by-play, like, hey, you got to recruit the halls, you got to get your best players. I think Coach Pokey's got his best players on the team.
Yeah, I think the next time they do this competition, they get the ones rebounding. See Coach Z over there, they have to wear some hard hats because there's a lot of bricks being thrown up there.
Yeah, a lot of bricks for sure. No, they're having a whole lot of fun. At the half, it's 30-23. South Lafourche leading Lutcher. What are you seeing out there? The Tarpons are getting it on the inside. Let's see. For South Lafourche, it's Bo Georges with 10. Meathead has 6. Coleman in the half. In the game, so his points aren't on the board, but you figure he probably had 8 or 10 or so. Everything for South Lafourche is on the inside.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, quite frankly, Lutcher takes plays off, and the Tarpons take advantage of it. Early on, Coleman did a great job of stretching that defense, working the short corner and the low block. Tarpons are really not scoring from the outside. They don't need to. They bang it on the inside and getting the looks that they want. On defense, Tarpons gave up still a little bit too much penetration. Lutcher missed some easy shots on the inside, but the Tarpons collapsed the defense and took pressure on them, possibly causing these misses. But Tarpons do a great job in transition of getting down the floor. Their big guys run to the rim, and Lutcher slows down around the foul line area. Tarpons keep running to the rim, and they get open looks in the transition.
And let me ask you this, from the Lutcher perspective, we've seen them do some pretty good things. I mean, they got some athletic players. It just feels like they don't ever string together 4 or 5 good possessions. It's like a good possession where they get a bucket, then they rush a shot, then they throw one away. Like there's not a whole lot of consistency from them.
Yeah, that's a good point. And maybe that, just like their record, they play some games where they're tough, some they're not. The way they started off the game, got the ball inside, easy layup. It looked like, oh, that's what they're going to try and do. Coach Pokey, I think, did a great job of switching defenses, went to that zone for a little bit. And look, keep them out the lane and force them to beat you from the outside, which I don't think they can right now. But we'll see in the second half. It's going to be important for the Bulldogs. They're down 7 right here. He's in the locker room telling his team, guys, we have to win the third quarter because you can't go into the fourth quarter down 7. You can make a run, but the Tarpons can make runs also. So I think it's crucial for the Bulldogs to come out and win this third quarter to have a chance in the fourth.
I know we have talked about scoreboard updates, and we did tell you that CCA got the win over Central Catholic earlier. Vanderbilt took some momentum into the end of their regular season. They beat Ed White 65-25 tonight. Brian, look, first and foremost, congratulations to Leon Veal and his guys on winning the district championship. That's what they accomplished. But a 40-point win against Ed White, that's taking some momentum into the postseason in a big, big way.
I never would have thought that. Never.
Yeah, and the thing of it is, look, we know Vanderbilt could score, right? They held Ed White to 25. I mean, that's incredible defensive work from them. We mentioned it is a tough Division II bracket. But it looks like there's a team in that Division II bracket that's entering the postseason hot.
Yeah, and I think that's good with EDY where they're not going to have the bye, and they can ride just not the offense, but ride your defensive effort into the playoffs.
Yep, no doubt. Let's catch a break here. We are at the half. It's 30-23. South Lafourche leading Lutcher. Jason, let's make it a 2-minute break. When we get back, Brian will give us our keys to the second half here on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Lafourche High School. Case just goes Coach Brian Callais. Brian, we have a 7-point game. The Tarpons have just retaken the floor. Camden Bow is our 3-point shooting champion. What do the Tarpons have to do in the second half to hold on in their regular season with a win?
I think it's going to come down, stop penetration, rebound the basketball on defense, and on offense, just slow down just a little. I'm not talking about from rim to rim. It's once you get into the half-court set, don't be in a hurry to just like to drive one. Make a couple of passes before and see if it's going to open up for you. One time the Tarpons came and they reversed the ball and wide open on the block. I think you can get that look several times, just a little more patience on offense for the Tarpons.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And for the Bulldogs, who have not made their way out of the locker room yet. Here they come. What do they have to do? It feels like for them, the first 3-4 minutes of this third quarter are pretty big because you don't want to fall behind 12 or so. You want to make the first run, right?
Yeah, exactly. They can't let the Tarpons come out and get a double-digit lead early, and they have to fight from behind. It's 7 points right now. They're going to have to keep this close so that they can try and make a run in the fourth quarter.
Lutcher did have the arrow side, Brian.
No, but I'm saying I can see this game kind of getting a little ugly.
Oh yeah, it was very physical.
Yeah, and I'm not talking with just the way it's called. They let a lot of contact go. Let's see how the second half is going to play out, but just need some quicker whistles, I think.
Yeah, it was very, very physical in the first half, no doubt about that. We'll see if they do tighten that up. Lutcher now going right to left. They have possession of the ball first. They'll get it inbounds to Kirkland. Gets it back to Miller. Tarpons trying to get a stop to start the third quarter. Feed it inside, attack Cantrell would miss the layup. Miller left it on the rim.
Good set from Lutcher. He's got to finish that shot.
Petrie will come across the timeline. Reminder what's at stake here. South Lafourche playing for seeding. They're definitely in the process. Petrie's wide open for three, missed it. Not a good shooting night for Terrence so far, but we know that could change on a blink of an eye. For Lutcher, they absolutely have to win tonight as we have a foul on the floor. Lutcher's at 29 right now in Division II non-select. If they win tonight, they're in. If they lose tonight, they're going home, beginning their off season. So 16 minutes of basketball, down 7 for the chance to earn another game.
Yeah, that's a good point. They kind of be in their locker room and say, guys, what, 16 minutes left. You want it to be your season or guaranteed another game?
They do get it inside and score it. It's Gibson. 30-25 the score. Petrie. Dribble handoff to Cantrell. Cantrell gets it to cutting Santamont all the way through. No. Rebound goes back to Santamont. Now Kobe Cantrell shoots it up and good. Good shot there from Kobe. We got a 7-point game. Teams have traded buckets. Lutcher with a tough shot there. No, rebound goes to Petrie, and the Tarpons will look to push. That was Anderson on the miss. A little bit of an off night shooting for Terrence, and then he forces that one inside. Tarpons do save it. Santamont dribbled it off of his foot, and it's a turnover for South Lafourche. And a offensive foul. Cantrell takes the charge. See if there's any foul issues. Lutcher has a couple guys on the board with 2 fouls. I don't know who the last one was on. One. That'd be his third. So that's why Cade Randall's leaving the ball game.
It's not happy?
Nope. 7-point ball game, 6:18 to go in the third. Petrie. Santamont looks to attack, feeds it to Cantrell into the basket to Coleman. Missed the layup, got it back, missed it again. Tarpons have left some points out there tonight, folks. They still are up 7, but they're going to go back and watch this film and say, man, we should be up 15 right now. Jackson will throw it away. Good defense by South Lafourche. Coleman feeds it to Cantrell, to little brother Kobe. At the rim, lays it up and good. And it's a 9-point game. Danger zone for Lutcher here. Tarpons have worked it up to 9. It's their largest lead so far.
You see what I was saying? Lutcher has to score early in their possessions. If not, they turn the ball over.
Petrie hounding the ball handler. It's a tough early shot. Good by Anderson from the mid-range. Excuse me, Petrie across the timeline to Coleman. Inside to Petrie. Petrie inside to Santamont. Good cut, good finish, good find. Carver just carved him up like a turkey there. 9-point game.
Yeah, good movement without the basketball from Santamont.
Lutcher gets it into the paint. Now out for a 3-point try. It's flat. Rebound goes to Petrie. Tarpons have him beat down the floor. Cantrell at the rim lays it up and good. And a timeout by Lutcher. South Lafourche is up double digits. And I think it's a great timeout by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're starting to walk on and off the court.
30-second timeout. Sense that the Tarpons were kind of taking their will a little bit there, beating them down the floor.
Yeah, and look, Lutcher right here, it's danger time for them.
Oh, 100%. You're down 11. You're not showing a great ability to score, and you don't have any momentum. At least none to speak of yet. That could reverse, of course. But right now the Tarpons are looking like they're trying to further separate. Anderson. Working on Cantrell across midcourt. To the Gibson. Now Jackson. The paint touch, Anderson. Being guarded by Cantrell. The Cantrell brothers actually double. was deflected there by Carter Cantrell, knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Lutcher trying to run a flex offense right here. Tarpons doing a good job on the baseline screens, not letting them get open.
The officials are talking to the Lutcher coaches. I don't know what they're frustrated about. Anderson working on Coleman, steps into one, and that's the foul will be called on Nick. That'll be 3 shots. So that's one that hurts. Coleman thought he got the ball.
Yeah, but there's no even reason to try to unblock a shot from that far. We haven't had that many free throws taken.
We haven't had very many fouls. It's been a very loosely called game as the first one falls off.
And I think that's what the Lutcher coaching staff was arguing about. Tarpon defenders coming to the arm ball a lot of times, and it's not being called.
Free throw is good. Back to a 10-point game, 38-28. The Tarpons can block out. There's the miss. Santamon's got it, but he loses it to the Bulldogs. Free throw blocking out has been a little bit of an issue. Ellender got a couple of rebounds in that situation. Cantrell will rip it away. They're fighting on the floor. Lutcher's got it. Jeez. A lot of contact. They work it to the right side, and we have a touch and shuffle.
You got an official right by the call. The official across the court calls it.
Well, it was an assumption shuffle, though. Lutcher now trying to deny Terrence the basketball. Gets it across the timeline easily to Coleman. Coleman up in the air to Cantrell. Gets it to Santamon. Scored it. Tarpons lead by a dozen.
Tarpons do a great job of getting behind the defense, and Lutcher can't see where they're coming from.
Mentioned a second ago, just danger time for the Bulldogs. A foul will be called on Cantrell. It's on the floor. It's the 3rd team foul. The Lutcher fans are shouting he's too small. They have not apparently seen Carter Cantrell play defense this year.
They want to try an ISO, lay him on the block.
We have, I think, an offensive foul. Yep, moving screen. Lutcher gets one, and they give it right back. A moving screen. Coach Polkey coming back with almost like the C.D. White style line change. He's got Dardar, Georges, Savoy, and Bro. Let me tell you, this group gave him some good minutes in the first half.
Sure did.
Lutcher now coming with some pressure. Petrie. Throws it to Dardar. Great catch. Meathead gets it to the corner for a 3-quarter. Bro! Might be the first Blue Boot bomb of the game. Tarpons are up 15.
Lutcher's going to slow the ball down.
Bulldogs down 15 in the 3-minute mark of the 3rd. They'll attack the lane, have it poked away. Carter Bro's got it. And the Tarpons are starting to grab control of this ball game. Petrie across the timeline to Savoy. Back to Bro, just made one. Now Terrence will try to get another. No. Rebound goes to Dardar, shoots it up. No. 2 tough misses there for South Aleutian. Here come the Bulldogs. Across the timeline, Anderson. Anderson has it inside. Oh, that's got to be a foul. Tarpons got away with one there. It is a shot up and good. Dardar didn't give the shooter space to land. Tarpons might have called a break there, Brian.
Yeah. And they call that. Lutcher's call that. Stav's going to go nuts in a little while.
They foul on Jackson. Savoy gets it into Dardar. Now Bro has it. Working inside to Georges. Georges with a little baby hook, missed it. Rebound goes to Lutcher. 2:08 to go in the 3rd. They're down 13. Not insurmountable by any stretch of the imagination. Miller. Oh, they just clean throw that one away, but they get it back. Gibson at the lane and one. That's just bad luck there for the Tarpons. They thought Lutcher was going to get the ball to the wing, then kind of fumbled it, and then in the scrum, they got beat for an and one.
Yeah, and Carter Bro came over, and Instead of trying to take your charge, he just stuck his hand in there for the foul.
And Lutcher's cut it to 10, so don't give up on the Bulldogs just yet. Tarpons are over the limit. They cannot foul again the rest of the quarter. Petrie to Dardar. Back to Terrence on the left wing. Now Carter Bro, top of the key. Sawa on the right side. Feeds it to Terrence, who's fouled. That would be the 4th team foul on Lutcher. Both teams are over the limit for the quarter.
George's turn. Seal.
Got it. Layup. No. So 2 shots coming for both Georges. It's almost like you made the playbook.
Yeah. Funny how that works, huh?
Bo Georges has 10.
If they change the numbers, then I don't know what they'll run.
Yeah.
It's a big stretch here for Lutcher. I don't think they can go into the 4th quarter down 10.
Yeah, feel like they got to cut this to 6 or 7, make it a little more manageable. 2 big misses at the line, but the Tarpons, they can't converge. They do collide with one another and lose the rebound out of bounds. They had it sealed off, but kind of fighting one another.
Wow, there's
hand fighting going on here.
It could be called right here.
Sawa goes to the floor. Tarpons strip it away. Petrie in transition will lay it up and draw the foul. They had some hand fighting going on the other side of the floor. Foul is called on Gibson.
These officials better tighten up, to be honest.
Yep, it's getting dicey. Free throw's good. Both teams are getting a little frustrated.
And look, the Tarpons have something to play for next week. They got to be really careful.
Yep. Terrence missed that one. Dardar on the rebound. Oh, man, that was a wild shot on the putback. Didn't get it. From the Dogs. And a foul will be called on Petrie. 2 shots coming for Lutcher. I do think that was a foul, by the way, but in comparison to some of the contact we've seen tonight, it was a
it's like they're going to start calling it now.
3 out of 10 on the Richter scale. Free throw is good. We got a 10-point game. Lutcher got a rebound off of a missed free throw earlier. You'll never know because they made that one. Bro. So just Sawa in the pressure. Petrie across the timeline. Terrence will attack all the way through. Lost it on the way up, but Georges ends up with it. No. Dardar flying in and will lay it up in traffic. Good. Good shot there from Meathead. Coach Pokey will call a timeout with 52.6 to go, and Landon Dardar has 8. Tell you what, we got some competition for power play of the game, but Meathead has staken his claim. He has been very good today off the bench for the Tarpons, scoring, making some things happen.
Yeah, and you see they're coming down the floor, and players are pushing and hitting each other's hand out the way. It's got to be, this game's got to be called a little more tighter. I mean, it's...
The last thing that you want is a guy gives you a good shove in the chest and then you retaliate and then you're gone next Friday.
Yeah, and look, I've been through enough games, I can almost see what could happen if it keeps going this way.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that teams are dirty, it's just
it's human instinct. You get beat on for so long, you get frustrated, man. Inside of a minute in the third, it's an 11-point game. Anderson. Here to the left side of the floor. It's Miller. Miller will step into a long three, missed it. Rebound goes to the Bulldogs, and they'll draw the foul. So Tarpons give up a second chance there. And Stephen Kirkland will be shooting. He's got 8 points.
Tarpons got 4 on the court. Savoie got, look at this.
Well, he's over there bleeding. Yeah, he's bleeding.
He stopped and paused for the camera to take a picture. Oh.
Free throw is good. 9-point game. Lutcher in the pressure. I almost would have thought they would have backed away, being over the lemon here with 30 seconds to go. Instead, Carter Bro will have it across the timeline. Tries to get it to Jarges on the block. Jarges backs down at the Bro. And yeah, that's a good call. Bo Jarges was in the lane an awfully long time, and Lutcher got the whistle there.
Lutcher here, he might hold for one shot, but I think it's a mistake.
We got 11 seconds to go. No attack into the lane, no. Rebound goes to Dardark, and the Tarpons got one up. Cantrell will shoot it at the rim, no foul, and that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter. With our score, South Lafourche 46, Lutcher 37. Got a good finish coming up. We'll be right back in 1 minute on the Tarpon Sports Radio Network. Brian Callais. Hope everybody is enjoying themselves tonight. It is a cold night down the bayou. Want to shout out Assistant Principal Brody Williams, took care of us, gave us some refreshments. Petrie across the timeline. Cantrell. Probably want to be patient here. You got the lead in the fourth quarter by 9. Run some offense, get a layup. Carter Cantrell. Bring out to Nick Coleman. Coleman holding it high. Off the bounce. To a cutting Carter Cantrell to Terrence Petrie. Now Kobe wide open for 3. Missed it. Rebound tapped down the floor to Lutcher. In transition. They'll lay it up, no, but they'll get the own rebound. That is Anderson. My God. Putback is good. That's a big spot in this game, y'all. Tarpons give up a layup after missing a wide open 3. Petrie will attack, feed it inside. It's a foul on the floor. Sanoma did, I guess, miss the layup, so that's the solace Tarpon fans could take.
I think it's good for the Tarpons right here, even though it's on the floor. Settle down right now. Slow down.
See if they get a baseline out of bounds play. Oh, how are we getting a sub? Terrence has the ball, getting ready to inbound. Come on, man.
This is, I mean...
Like, Terrence had the ball. They were counting the 5 seconds. They stopped the play. Now they're making the sub go back, but you've already made the Tarpons start and stop their play.
And the guy was on the court. That's 6 on the court.
Yeah, that's... Oh, yeah. They feed it to Coleman. Coleman feeds it to Sanoma. Can't catch the pass, and it will go out of bounds. And now the sub will check into the game. Colin Henry. Now he's not going to check into the game.
He's making it.
We're having some issues.
I have to turn my mic off a little while.
You can't get a technical foul over here, brother. Anderson. On the right side of the floor, Lutcher is as close as they've been in a while. They get it inside, and it's just a 5-point game. Danger time here for the Tarpons now. Petrie across the timeline. Big numbers for South Lafourche. Cantrell at the rim. He double dribbled, and Terrence is down in a heap.
No, what is he calling?
Oh, double dribble on Cantrell. Terrence is down on the floor. I don't know if he got hit. They're not, oh no, they're looking at the ankle.
I wonder if that's the same ankle. No, he's back on. He ain't gonna stay down long.
But he is walking very gingerly off the floor. And that is not a good sign. So now the Tarpons are going to be asked to survive the final 6:28 without their all-district point guard, who is in some pain. We know he's been playing through some stuff. And now let's see if his teammates could pick him up here. Anderson. Tarpons will jump the ball handler, nearly steal it, but Lutcher will get it inside, miss the layup. Coleman's got it. Coleman pushing it down the floor to Cantrell. To Kobe Cantrell, now Dardar inside to Coleman, got him sealed off at the rim, lays it up and good.
Nice move by Coleman using the rim as a defender.
7-point game. Lutcher going down the floor quick. Well, that was a hook. Got away with it. Gibson scores it. Bo George is set to check into the game. Cantrell to Coleman. Get it inside to Santamont, and it'll be knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Tarpons. Terrence wants to get back in there. He is walking up and down the bench. I think he's trying to get it back in there as George is on the inbound, lays it up with the left. Boy, it's a point-blank miss. You got to have that one. Here comes Lutcher. Go down the floor to the left corner. Woo. Top of the key. Shot from Anderson. Got it. It's a 2-point game. And a timeout by Coach Pokey, and suddenly the Bulldogs, who are down double digits, have big life.
Terrence coming back in.
It's just such, and it's a full timeout, we'll keep it here. It's just such a double-edged sword because, yes, you do desperately want to win this game. It's big for seeding. But, boy, if you do something that could potentially endanger the young man for Friday,
Well, that's the thing. Next Friday, a week from tonight's game, is more important than this game. You're
100%.
Right. You're right. And I know you want to win. It affects possibly your seeding. So we'll see. Terrence, you knew he was going to come back in.
Oh, if it's up to him, yeah, he'll play with one leg. That's the way that he is.
Yeah, the officials would probably take him out of the game and say, dude, your bone's sticking out. That's a danger. You might cut somebody with the bone. Yeah, he would stay in.
There is still a lot of time left in this game, and Lutcher is starting to believe, man. They're making some shots from the outside. It's Petrie, Dardar, Cantrell, Georges, and Coleman. Terrence is walking without a limp. He's kind of running with one, though. Georges. The dribble, get it to Coleman. Coleman across the timeline. And we'll get it to Petrie in the corner. To Coleman, inside to Dardar. George is in that high post area. Tarpons don't have to be in a rush here. Terrence will attack all the way through, laid up. No. George is at the putback. No. Got it back, lays it up. No, man, you got to make the shots at the rim. That's 3 misses at the rim in that possession. Bulldogs now with a chance to take the lead. Point blank miss from outside. Coleman on the rebound. Tarpons called a break there. Who's got to make the easy ones? Petrie to Dardar. Dardar will initiate some contact, and it is an offensive foul. Coach Pokey don't like the call.
He's joking, huh?
Brian, your teams took a lot of charges back in the day. That was a block, right?
Absolutely.
Lutcher will get it to Randall. Randall attacks, and we've got a tie game. 48-48, 4 minutes to go. Lutcher playing for their season. Terrence has it poked away. Lutcher coming down the floor in transition. A crazy layup, though. Rebound goes to Petrie, and a foul is called. Man, oh man, 3:52 to go. Cantrell will check into the game. Colby Cantrell, that is. Coleman being told to tuck in his shirt.
Which he doesn't.
Everybody being told to tuck in their shirt. Petrie's got it right in front of us. To Cantrell across the timeline. Cantrell gets it back to Terrence. Wide open three. Come on now. Yeah! There's a blue boot bomb, and it's 51-48.
Good job by Terrence. He had a lot of time to set his feet.
He found the legs to get that one over the rim. 3-point game. Lutcher trying to answer. In and out. Rebound goes to Coleman. Terrence pushing it down the floor. Now he forced it. That's not a good decision there from T. Here come the Bulldogs. Miller. At the top of the key. Anderson all the way through. No. Rebound to Colby Cantrell. 3:08 to go. Tarpons do not have to be in a hurry here. Clinging to a lead. Lutcher playing for their season here tonight. Georges to Petrie, just made one. How about another? Got it. Bang! 2 straight made triples from Terrence Petrie, and the lead's up to 6. Remind you, he went out injured earlier in the quarter. Lutcher traveled. I would be shocked if Coach Joseph doesn't call a timeout pretty soon here.
He has 2 left.
2:40 to go. The Tarpons are up 6. This has been a very entertaining game. Petrie to Cantrell on the right side. Cantrell to Coleman on the left corner. Coleman looks inside. To Cantrell. Cantrell attack into length. He did the Georges. Now Terrence. How about a third in a row? Yeah! Can't leave him open. 3 in a row. Timeout Lutcher. And South Lafourche is up 9. Let's go.
Can't leave Terrence Petrie open. Now when he's in a rhythm.
Remember when we said we had competition for power play of the game? I don't know that we do anymore, boss.
Good point there.
3 straight 3-pointers. It's a personal 9-0 run for Terrence Petrie, and it's 57-48. And now, if you're Lutcher at the 29 seed in Division II non-select, you've got 2 minutes for your season here down 9.
No, look, you used all that energy to come back and tie the game. Then you leave Terrence Petrie open, not 1, not twice, but 3 times. That's something you cannot do. And I think that the bottom line, his story of the game is going to be Lutcher did not match South Lafourche's intensity the entire time.
And to know and understand how much this all means, I just got a message from Richard Jones at Houma Christian School, who's watching this game. rooting for the Tarpons. A Tarpon win can maybe get them into the postseason. Everything is connected tonight. Lutcher gets it to the left corner. They'll attack into the lane, missed it. Rebound goes to the floor, out of bounds to the Bulldogs with 1:58 to go. The Bulldogs trying to find one last surge, a three in the corner, no. Rebound to Georges. And Terrence will walk it the other way.
The last 7 trips down, Lutcher's one shot and that's it. Tarpon's doing a good job of rebounding.
Lutcher's going to have to get closer to the bonus, right? They only got 2 team fouls. Petrie attacks, feeds it inside to Georges, lays it up, and Gilbert Georges landed on another player coming down. He rolled his ankle. So Bo will quickly lead the game. Looked like he turned his ankle. The Tarpons are up 11, but boy, starting to become the walking wounded a little bit here late. Lutcher will roll the ball. Cantrell will make him pick it up. Cantrell nearly steals it away. Working to the right corner for a 3, no. Rebound goes to Coleman. Another 1-and-out possession for the Dogs. Petrie to Cantrell, gets it to Coleman across the timeline. 1:10 to go. South Lafourche in control now. Santamont at the rim, backs down, blocked away. That's all right. Tarpons still have possession. 1 minute to go. Lutcher's got a foul.
Well, you may have to be arrested for assault to get a foul.
Cantrell to Petrie, 53 seconds to go. They've got a foul. There it is. That's just the 3rd team foul, so they're going to have to do that another couple more times. The official tells the Lutcher coach, make sure they're playing ball, not just tackling somebody.
Well, Santamont shot that. How can that not be a foul on the inside? They blocked it, but
Coach Pokey will call a full timeout. We'll keep it here. Brian, this was a 48-48 game. 3 Terrence Petrie 3-pointers later and a layup on the inside. It's an 11-0 run for South Lafourche down the stretch.
Look, they can score in bunches, and they made the last run when it needed to be. Right here, 11-point lead. This game's over. You just got to make sure that you don't do anything silly in this last minute or so that would cost you for next week.
Yeah, up 11 with 48 or so seconds left, whatever it is. You have to help them now. You have to turn it over. You have to miss free throws. You have to give assistance to your opponent now.
And the thing is that they have to foul, so that when they do foul you, no matter how hard it is, don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't retaliate. And sometimes it's hard to do.
They have 1 foul to give. If you're Coach Poku, who do you want on the line?
Terrence.
Yeah.
Well, I'd take any one of these. I wish they would foul probably Kobe Cantrell, give him experience at the line in pressure situation.
Tarpons throw away the inbounds pass. Remember we said they got to help him? Just gave him a little help. Then we have a tie-up. The arrow pointing to Lutcher. 45 seconds to go. Tarpons thought it was a walk. Lutcher thought it was a foul. The officials say it was a tie-up. South Lafourche does now steal back the arrow. Clock begins to run. Bulldogs with a tough 3. No, I just don't know that's a good shot. I know you need it quick as there's a foul. But, man, I just don't know that the contested, off-balance 3 is the one you're looking for there.
No, they're rushing stuff. They need something quick.
Tarpons get it in. Lutcher's going to have to foul. The Tarpons are going to be shooting on the next one. But you also got to get across here if you're South Lafourche.
Hey, if you don't, you don't. Let it clock.
Yeah, they got it across. This one's over. Lutcher's giving up. 26 seconds to go. There's the clothesline on Petrie. South Lafourche get the win here, defend their home floor. Do we have a 3rd headset for Coach?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. So 2 shots coming for a South Lafourche team that is going to end the regular season with a victory and will end the regular season with a 2-1 week. They lost to Ellender on Monday. They beat Patterson on Tuesday, and they're going to beat Lutcher here tonight. And as we were just talking about it, I was mentioning Coach Richard Jones. Every single team that has played South Lafourche this season is rejoicing watching the result of this game.
Now the Tarpons are going to wait and see where they're going to end up. From looking at it, I was kind of narrowed it down to two teams. I think Hornbill or Slidell. Now, that could change, but that was my guess.
Tomorrow morning, I think we will have a much better idea of that. Petrie made them both. Terrence is going to check out. He deserves a standing ovation. He was outstanding in the fourth quarter.
He ended up with
16. He was struggling until that fourth quarter. When he turned it on, he turned it on. And the Tarpons are going to defend their home floor here. Lutcher with 20 seconds to go. Shoot up an off-balance three. No. Rebound goes to Savoie. Don't foul, fellas. Cantrell long across the timeline to Coleman. And on senior night, it's probably apropos that it ends up in Coleman's hands as the Tarpons are going to go ahead and get the big win here. And we cannot wait to hear Coach Pokey's thoughts as we just watched one heck of a basketball game.
Monday.
Tarpons take care of business. We'll get Coach Pokey fish out his headset here. We'll go down here and get on camera with him. Coach, that was a, you can't hear us? That was a very wild game, man. It was a tie game late. You guys end on a 13-0 run. You got to be super proud of it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's the little things. It's the things that when the going gets tough, how we respond. And we've been responding like that all year. We've been doing the little things all year the correct way. And to end the season or the regular season on the right note, it's something that we really want to strive for. And for all the kids that played tonight and the few kids that didn't, well, a 21 season is something special. So I'll take that every time.
Coach, your point guard goes down injured, and it doesn't look all that good. He comes back and just goes into Hulk Hogan mode, man, just making three after three. I know that you know him personally. He's in the family, but never ceases to amaze anybody, right?
No, look, as a coach, I'm like, dude, take your time. We're good. As an uncle, I told him to get up. So, yeah, man, and he came in. He came out staring at that green dot. he came in, and those three three-pointers were special. They started to collapse a little bit on the inside. We started not making shots on and we didn't hit anything on the outside the first half. So seeing that, it was good to see.
Now you're at the mercy of the math. You're going to find out probably late tonight, early tomorrow about what it's going to be. You can't control anything anymore. You guys did what you could do. What's going to be the message to the kids tonight?
Enjoy the weekend off. We're going to give them off Sunday. By Monday, we'll know exactly who we're playing. And then we'll start prepping like it's the first game of the season. And make sure we go ahead and give us our best shot.
Coach, what was going through your mind when they tied the game in the fourth quarter? Terrence Petrie goes down. It seemed like everything was just going against you guys in that spot.
And you know that feeling. That feeling's like you can't do anything. You call a timeout, that run. You want to try different things. So when he went down, I had a little thoughts. But I did like how Meathead was playing. Landon Dorado was playing, coming off the bench. He was giving an effort that not too many people could give. So him coming in, I just knew we needed to make a couple more shots. I knew I liked our defense man-to-man, and if we made a couple shots down the stretch, I think I was pretty confident in our winning.
Coach, I think one of the keys for the victory tonight is that Lutcher could not or did not match y'all intensity.
Absolutely.
On defense, y'all were on them the entire game, very physical defense, and I think they didn't respond well to that.
Yeah, look, we started out the game, I think they jumped up 4-0 on us, and we called a timeout, and then we got some subs in, and those subs went ahead and lit a fire. Carter Cantrell kind of started in the first half, that first quarter, but the subs came in, lit a fire, and the intensity stayed like that throughout the game. Absolutely.
Bo Georges goes down late. Looked like he stepped on another play. Was that an ankle roll?
Yeah, I think so.
Look, man, home playoff game in this gym hadn't happened in a while. When Brian was there, had a home game at Central. Talk to the community, man. We need this place overflowed next Friday.
Absolutely. Look, if you want to watch a team that's going to give everything they got, no matter who we're playing, no matter if we win by 30, no matter if we lose by 20, come watch Lafourche play next Friday.
Congrats, buddy.
Appreciate it.
That's Coach Pokey doing a great job as always. The Tarpons get a win over Lutcher tonight, defend their home floor. Brian, we got a good ball game to wrap up our regular season, man. Lutcher fought. They fought like their season was on the line at the end. Just a little bit too much South Lafourche down the stretch.
Yeah, Lutcher just couldn't handle the intensity of where the Tarpons on defense, and sometimes it could have been fouls. It's not called. They were very physical on defense, and I think that took Lutcher out of what they wanted to do. And when the Tarpons play that well on defense, they're hard to stop. And you got to give credit to Terrence Petrie. I mean, his ankle was hurt. He could barely walk off the bench, and a couple of minutes later, he comes back on the floor and hits those three-pointers that just win the game for him.
Back-to-back three-pointers. Truck just reminded me we got to give our Gin Gators power player of the game. I mean, come on.
Wow. Yeah, let's take a stab at this before we're going to get.
Yeah, I think the Zero earned that one tonight. They just play down the stretch. Three big three-pointers down the stretch, playing through pain. And now, look, I think it's really good that Coach Pokey said, hey, look, giving the guys the weekend, you're beat up. You got some guys that are nicked up. Get back at it Monday and get ready to kick some butt on Friday.
Yeah, I think that week off is definitely going to help the Tarpons, and let's see who comes into the tank next Friday. It could be Hornville, Slidell. That was my two guesses. I might be 100% off on that, but we'll see. It's going to be an athletic team. It's going to be a good team because when 28 teams in, they're all good. There's not one that, you can see a lot of matchup. It's all about matchups.
Division One, there's no slouches for sure. Well, Brian, a pleasure as always. We had fun tonight. Can't wait for Friday night, my man.
Yeah, it should be packed. Tarpon fans should be ready to go. I know this team will be ready to go.
For Jason Plaisnos in the studio, Truck upstairs filming, and Coach Brian Callais to my right. This is Casey Gisclair signing off. I'm going to do the turtle. Go Tarpons. And tomorrow morning we got the Sports Corner, baby. From 10 to 12, we should